The hospital at night is a world apart, suspended between chaos and calm. The corridors, once bustling, fall into a hushed reverence, broken only by the hum of machines and beeping monitors. Patients, sedated by sleep, entrust their lives to a handful of night staff. The night nurse becomes the ward's guardian, eyes, ears, and first responder to any crisis. They move quietly, checking vitals, administering meds, and offering comfort to the anxious and awake. This environment forges an intense bond among staff, a sisterhood built on trust and shared pressure. With few doctors and minimal oversight, the night shift runs on an honor system. Nurses work with autonomy and integrity. But the same quiet that brings peace can also hide danger. In the shadows, the line between emergency and deliberate harm can blur. At Stepping Hill Hospital, one nurse used this trust to turn healing tools into weapons. The sacred silence was about to be shattered by a betrayal that would shake the medical world. The first signs were subtle. Patients stable one moment, suddenly crashing the next. Blood sugar plummeted without warning, triggering frantic emergencies. In a ward of the critically ill, these crises seemed tragic but not impossible. But soon, unease spread. Non-diabetic patients were suffering severe hypoglycemia. The attacks were swift, leaving lasting harm and confusion. No obvious errors, no violence, just a cascade of symptoms mimicking natural decline. The weapon, insulin injected into IV saline bags, turning routine hydration into a silent attack. The perpetrator could poison a bag, then watch as a colleague unknowingly administered it. They even joined resuscitations, hiding in plain sight. The unseen hand moved freely, protected by trust and the chaos of the night. In nursing, trust is survival. Colleagues must believe in each other's skill and intent. This bond, a sisterhood, is forged in shared hardship and relentless work. Questioning a teammate feels like betrayal, so when patients crashed, the cause was always assumed to be illness, not sabotage. The idea of a nurse harming patients was unthinkable. Fear of false accusation kept suspicion silent. The risk to career and community was too great. It was easier to blame faulty equipment or bad luck than a trusted peer. This collective blindness let Victorino Chua, a familiar face, operate undetected. The very trust that made the team strong became his perfect shield. The poisonings weren't impulsive. They were calculated, exploiting hospital routines. Chua contaminated saline bags with insulin, then returned them to storage, setting deadly traps for his colleagues to unwittingly administer. The act of poisoning was separated from the act of care, making detection nearly impossible. He also altered prescription charts, changing dosages with a stroke of a pen, turning medicine into poison. Some emergencies were caused by tainted drips, others by forged orders. The lack of a single method created confusion and masked his intent. Chaos and unpredictability suggested system failure, not a single saboteur. Chua's malice thrived in the shadows, using trusted tools to wage a secret war. As emergencies mounted, administrators and police launched Operation Roxburgh. Forensic tests revealed insulin in saline bags, puncture marks confirming sabotage. But with hundreds of staff, finding the culprit seemed impossible. Investigators turned to digital and paper records, shift schedules, patient charts, pharmacy logs. They cross-referenced every incident, searching for overlap. Gradually, the suspect pool narrowed. Only one name appeared at every critical moment: Victorino Chua. He was always present before or during each collapse, able to plant poison drips. The data told a story that human trust had missed. Chua was the ghost haunting the wards. Meticulous records became the key to exposing the truth. With evidence mounting, police searched Chua's home and found a chilling handwritten confession. In broken English, he described himself as a devil in me and an angel turned evil. The letter didn't detail the poisonings, but revealed a tormented mind and a dark compulsion. Chua's victims were random, chosen only by their presence on his ward. In May 2015, after a lengthy trial, Chua was convicted of murdering 2 patients and poisoning many more. He received life in prison, minimum 35 years. The trusted nurse was unmasked as a monster. His confession transformed the case from data to a story of internal demons. The angel of mercy had become an angel of death. Before Chua was caught, the investigation took a painful detour. Nurse Rebecca Layton was arrested. Her name and face splashed across the news. Held for 6 weeks, she was later released without charge. The evidence didn't fit. The ordeal ruined her career and left a lasting stigma. Her wrongful arrest showed the dangers of rushing to judgment in a high-trust environment. It made others even more hesitant to voice suspicions, fearing the same fate. This climate of fear gave Chua more time to continue his deadly work. Chua's conviction brought justice, but exposed deep flaws in hospital systems. Unlocked treatment rooms and lax security gave him easy access to supplies. Understaffing and overwork left nurses too busy to spot subtle sabotage. In response, Stepping Hill tightened security, installed CCTV, and overhauled medication protocols. The case proved that trust alone isn't enough. Oversight and verification are essential. Hospitals must balance collaboration with robust safeguards. Staff need to feel safe reporting concerns, without fear of reprisal. The lessons from Stockport echo worldwide. Trust, but verify. The night nurse's deadly secret is a call for vigilance. Even the most sacred trust can be broken. Evil can wear a caring face. Patient safety must override discomfort and professional courtesies. Healthcare leaders must empower staff to speak up and protect whistleblowers. Patients, too, should be active in their care. Ask questions, notice changes, and speak up. Most caregivers are dedicated, but silence can be deadly. The legacy of Chua is a warning. Never mistake quiet for safety. By demanding transparency and vigilance, we honor the victims and protect the future.